Hey guys, so I've been fighting this really bad virus and it's reminding me of every other time I've ever been sick in my life. So I thought I'd share the story with how my brother accidentally cast a spell that resulted in me having two major surgeries. So it was when I was 12 and he was 11, and my mom was like, let's go pick out wands. Go pick wood for wands. And I picked a branch from the lilac tree. I don't remember what he got. But it was right after the Harry Potter movies came out, so he kept pointing his at me and saying, Sunshine Daisies, mellow yellow, turn my big sister yellow, like over and over. And my mom's like, aren't you going to feel bad if she actually turned yellow? Anyway, time passes. We don't, it's forgotten about. I forget about it anyways. And like 6 months later, I'm 13 and I'm having this horrific pain anytime I eat. And then it'd be over within an hour or 2 hours after eating. And so I'm missing a lot of school because I'd eat breakfast and be sick. And so I'm being accused of playing hooky all the time. Anyway, I finally get in to see the doctor and they're like doing all these tests. They think a lot of stuff was on the table for that. But they finally figure out I have gallstones, which was unheard of at 13. So I have the major surgery. It's removed. Life goes on until spring. I'm 14 and my best friend looks at me across the cafeteria table and she's like, you're yellow. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And I go home and I'm like, man, I do kind of look yellow. And I asked my mom, she's like, no, you don't look yellow. The lighting was weird or something. But 2 weeks later, she's like, you're yellow. Like even the whites of my eyes were yellow. Like I had turned yellow. So we go to see my regular doctor and she says it's keratina because I'm a vegetarian and I eat a lot of carrots. And my mom's like, that doesn't seem right. Because like I was like itching too because my skin itched from it. And so we get a secondary doctor to check it out. And she's like, no, keratina doesn't turn the whites of the eyes yellow because the whites of my eyes had like practically matched my irises. So I go to St. Louis and they do another surgery. They remove a stone they say was the size of a walnut. They joked, what do you want to name your planet? And they're like, how did she not have pancreatitis? Well, I jumped on the trampoline every single day for like 2 hours. So it was jarring the stone enough to let enough bile through that it didn't fuck with my pancreas. So that was a blessing. Anyway, like years later, like we're sitting around and my little brother's like, I'm sorry for turning you yellow. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, I cast those spells and then you turned yellow. And it was like a big click. I was like, what? And it's just a funny story because I mean, it took a while, but he took out my gallbladder and that turned me yellow.